everyone. Welcome back to Horror Mystery Rewind. Today we will talk about the horror movie Veronica. The movie is inspired by a real-life incident. Please click on the closed caption button for subtitles. Spoilers ahead. Enjoy and take care of yourself. The movie's main character was a 15-year-old girl named Veronica. In the year 1991, she lived in Madrid with her mother and siblings. Her father died earlier and her mother used to work most of the hour of the day and night in a club to support her family. Veronica had to take care of her siblings due to these circumstances. On the morning of 12th June 1991, Veronica was getting ready with her siblings for school and it was the day of the solar eclipse. The students had to view the solar eclipse under the teacher's guidance. Before the solar eclipse time, teachers were telling their students in a class about it. What is a solar eclipse? Teachers informed them that in ancient times, people used to sacrifice someone during a solar eclipse. Moreover, it was also believed that the old person's spirit can be called in this world by anyone during this time. While discussing, it is also shown to us in the class that Veronica was not interested to view the solar eclipse. Rather, she is planning to do something else with her friend Rosa. On one side, all students are moving upstairs to watch the solar eclipse, while Veronica goes into the school basement with her friends Rosa and Diana. In the basement they have planned to conduct the seance. They wanted to contact the spirit of anyone through the spirit board. Diana yearned to call her friend's spirit who had died a month before in an accident. However, Veronica wanted to call her father's spirit. First of all, they place Veronica's father's photo in front of the spirit board, and they attempt to contact his spirit. 3 girls place the hand on a glass cup and also get the immediate response. That glass cup begins to move on the response of spirits. And that glass cup is so hot that Rosa and Diana pull their fingers back. Veronica was the only one who was accomplishing this seance. That glass cup is broken at the time of the solar eclipse. Veronica's finger is injured and bleeds because of the broken glass cup. This blood is dropped on the spirit board. Veronica is silent like a dummy and that spirit board is divided into 2 parts breaking. Meanwhile, the unusual activities started in the basement and Diana started screaming. Veronica whispers of words lying down on the ground. And suddenly she shouts in a demonic voice and starts losing her senses. Then we were shown that Veronica is in the ward of her school's hospital. She is being checked by a doctor. Doctor thinks that the reason for her unconsciousness is the iron deficiency and she should be careful with her food. When she is returning to house with her siblings, she observes a school resident nun who is continuously staring at her. People used to call this nun deaf and above all, this nun was blind. Now the question is aroused that how she was staring at Veronica if she is blind. Different things happen with Veronica even after reaching home. She is frozen at dinner time. Moreover, the claws mark starts to appear on her body. While bathing her brother Antonio, she hears some sounds from her room and she is locked in that room pursuing these sounds. She also hears her brother Antonio's voice in that locked room. Anyhow, coming from the room, she moves into the lavatory where Antonio is shouting sitting in the bathtub. Someone had opened the hot pipe valve. As a result, Antonio's body was burnt. Then Veronica immediately brings Antonio out of the bathtub and uses ointment for burnt body. At the same night, Veronica dreams of her father who was calling her. Then Veronica is pulled by the many appeared hands. Veronica's father was also turned into a black ghost and he orders an attack on her. After that, Veronica is awakened. She finds everything normal. Veronica goes to school in the coming day, but her friend Rosa is ignoring her. After being upset, she moves to the basement and meets Nun Death. Nun Death informs her that Veronica made a mistake by summoning the ghost spirits. While doing it, her father's spirit did not come into this world, but the devil spirit did. And that Satan is with Veronica even still now. It is also revealed by Nun Death that when she used to see satanic things before Veronica, however, she damaged her eyes after facing irritation. But she knew later that human sight is not necessary to view such things. Before leaving, the nun informs Veronica that she is responsible for caring for and protecting her siblings. Veronica draws protective symbols in all rooms after these occurrences in order to keep the satanic spirit far. But it does not happen as the devil burns all protective symbols easily. Then we also see that the spirit is choking Lucia's throat to kill her and Veronica attempts to save her. As a result, Lucia is afraid and says that Veronica is choking her throat, not anyone else. Veronica explains that Satan has actually arrived into their home and was doing this. And she was just protecting Lucia from it. Veronica again dreams at night that her sister is eating her flesh with her teeth and her brother Antonio is choking her and her mother is scolding her. Veronica is awakened and terrified with this dream. Rising from her bed, she finds a blood-soaked bed and there was black mark under the mattress. It seems that the mattress has been burnt. While checking all mattresses of the house, she finds the same burn mark on all of it. And it was appearing from that mark as someone had tried to burn it. And above all, that black mark was indicating Satan. Antonio tells Veronica that his father came to meet him that night. And he said, "I will bring you with me." Hearing it, Veronica is afraid and relates to his brother that there is no need to follow anyone. He should close his eyes and ears and call Veronica so that she could help. Meanwhile, Veronica meets Nun Death again and asks help to avoid these spirits. Nun tells her that they had left their science incomplete on that day. Consequently, that Satan left behind here. They have to conduct a seance and complete it so that Satan could be sent back. Then Veronica moves to Rosa's house and asks her help to conduct a seance in order to send Satan back. Rosa refuses to help. In this way, Veronica is left alone. Then she decides to conduct the seance with her siblings to get rid of all these occurrences. Veronica started seance with her siblings after fixing the spirit board. Also, Veronica asks Antonio to draw the protective symbols on the wall, but he draws the invocation symbol mistakenly. Conducting the seance, Veronica asks Satan to leave this world. But that spirit refuses. She tries to get Satan out from this world by reading the different books, however the devil appears and attacks them. Veronica calls the police in fear while Antonio is taken by Satan. Veronica's sisters Lucia and Irene run out the house avoiding all these. While Veronica returns back to her house in search of Antonio. She knows that he is locked in her room and she tries to communicate with him. But Antonio does the same which was said by Veronica. He closed his eyes and ears and called Veronica. Veronica then feels strange as in reality Satan was not in this world or in the house, but was inside Veronica. And the great secret is exposed here that Antonio was burnt in the bathtub by Veronica. When she came back into her consciousness, she was able to save him. Moreover, Veronica was the one who was choking her sister's throat earlier, which she stopped when she was back in her senses. It is revealed that Veronica was the cause of all occurrences at home and the purpose of spirit was to possess Veronica. When Veronica comes to know that she is the root of all happenings, then she tries to cut her throat with a broken piece of glass. However, she was stopped by Satan. Police officers also arrived there during this time and they were the witness of the strange happenings. They saw Veronica's body was in the air and later she fell down losing her senses. Police officer brings Antonio and Veronica outside the house. And they took Veronica in an ambulance. Detectives look at the fallen things in the surroundings. Then suddenly they notice Veronica's photo in a frame which is burnt immediately and they get news of Veronica's death. Following that, the detective writes a report on the case. He declares here that the spirit was at the root of all of these occurrences who came in our world because of the incomplete science. What's more surprising is that it was the first case any police has filed where the spirit was mentioned.